Sorry, my bad. What I was about to say was, what up, y'all? Just got my headset on. Um, this is a 180 man turbo. We're over halfway through the field. This is when, yeah, especially now. Now we got we just had 15 big blinds, but now we're down to like about 10, and we got pretty much a open shove or fold stack. Or no, I got about 12 or something. Let's see. I'm trying to think if we can do anything against anyone here. Against a button shove, we should be able to call probably. Okay, he needs a queen or a king. Or an 8. Alright, we held. Sweet. Okay, that's a good hand. I enjoy that hand. It's a reasonable hand to have. I'm just going to raise. If they have a read on me, then they'll know that I'm not raise folding. And it might even be a tell that I'm not just open cramming here. But if they don't, I want to give them a chance to reshove. Obviously, it wouldn't have mattered here, but I wanted to give them the opportunity anyways, and that worked out nicely. I could just, if I know that both the blinds are like competent or decent or good players, then I'll just open cram everything there, including my ace, including my big pairs. But there's no reason to assume that, especially in a $12 180 man. Actually, chances are good that that the two players in the blinds don't really know what they're doing. So I'm just going to open the same amount here again. I'll be priced into calling Nola Boy, which stinks, but I think I get folds from these other. I think I get folds from all three a lot, and Nola Boy, even when he puts it in, his range isn't necessarily crushing our range. If we get reshoved on, we can simply fold. So it's not like we're gonna have a hard decision if we get reshoved on. We did just have kings when we opened the same amount, but I don't think that people necessarily think that. They think more like, now we're just going to bet call. He only has 3,500. There's 1,500 in the pot. I don't see what else we can do. It's really unlikely that he has a big pair to start, so, and obviously he could have smaller pairs. But with the draws out, I'm going to c-bet a decent amount, so he can't just check call us. I'm not going to... if the stacks were slightly shallower, I would c-bet a lot smaller to try to induce a shove from a worse hand. Okay, and then this will just fold. I also have a $100 double chance tournament going on off the screen that I'll bring over if it gets any interesting spots. It's still pretty early on over there, though. Just starting, really. Okay, so we got a pretty big stack here, probably in the top 5 in chips, I would guess. Yeah, we're 4th. And I'll fold that. I've been making videos pretty consistently. I have a few that I can upload. I haven't uploaded any to either my YouTube site or PokerTube in a while. YouTube, I haven't done it because it's such a pain breaking all the segments into 10-minute segments, and then like making those into their copies or whatever. It's just really annoying. But PokerTube, at least I don't have to break it up. I can make like an hour-long video and just have it be the whole thing. But even on PokerTube, it's still a little inconvenient to do. So I haven't done too many. I've been making videos recently. I haven't uploaded very many recently. So, but I'm actually uploading one right now, and depending on how this one goes, I might be uploading it as well. Yeah. Obviously, the farther we get, the more likely I am to upload it. If it ended like on this hand, say, then I probably wouldn't bother. Jack 10 off, just fold in early position. Poker Stars, I don't have notes on any of the players at this table, which is usually good. Usually means there's that it's all just randoms. But anyways, I was gonna say PokerStars has this new thing where if you do take a note, let's just go like that. It puts like it automatically puts a yellow ring around players, and since 90% of the players that I take notes on are terrible players, then I just use yellow as the default for terrible. And then I basically just have a 3-color ranking system. Yellow is like terrible to from terrible to bad to maybe like mediocre players. Orange is like indeterminate or possibly decent player, and then red is a good regular. This guy's shoving. Okay, that makes it easy. I was gonna say he's shoving a 9x in early position, but he should, if he's competent, he should have a pretty wide range to do so. Yeah, so I mean, it would be a close decision if that had gotten all the way around to us. I'm glad it didn't, but I might have called if it did, and I would have lost if this guy had folded his ace king. Okay, now this best case scenario probably is this guy jams. Yeah, this guy folds, and then we. Oh God. I don't expect this guy to be too light, so I'm just gonna fold to the overshove. But yeah. Oh, and that would have been sick if we did call this guy. How brutal would that have been? God, that's gross. Wow. Wow. And we would have lost. So 2 times in a row I would have had close decisions. Over here it wasn't a close decision actually. I was going to be snap calling that guy's shove with ace 10. But luckily someone in between us saved me both times. And again here this guy's opening under a gun. I have no idea how narrow his opening range is. I have no idea what this flat means. But I'm just going to jam. The flat could be strong, but in a $12 tournament, it's less likely to be. So I'm just gonna cram here, and we're flipping. Huge flip for like the tournament chip lead, practically. No 10. Oh Lord, ugh, nice old 6 fade. I mean, not a 6 fade. That's actually a really good flop for me. So I mean, after the flop, I have a pretty good chance of winning. So I think now we are we are first. Alright, so now we're the chip leader with 58 players left. Okay, so I think pretty much no matter what, I'll be keeping and upping this video just because it's pretty likely to go decent ways and a decent length, that is. So we're already almost, or no, over a third of the way through the field. So, okay. And we'll just be folding against a 4x under the gun. This guy's very likely a donk, though. He's already flatted 1 raise with shallow stacks, and he wasn't strong. And he's open 4x under the gun. Open 4x under the gun, flatted. Open on 21x effect. No monster. Okay, so there's some notes, and the yellow, as I said, is the default color. So then, and since most players are terrible, that's a good default color for bad. PokerStars has had this color. I talked about this in the video that I'm uploading right now, but I'll mention it again. PokerStars has had this color coding system for notes for a while, but I haven't utilized it just because it's just a little yellow box down here that I have to look at. And it only shows up when you highlight whatever player you're looking at. So so for me, it was just the same thing for me to just click on their name and then read the first note that either says donk or good player, basically. This is idiotic. On my other table, reshove king 7 off on 20x effect in stupid spot. Early-ish. So yeah. Anyways, trying to think what I'll do over here. I guess raise fold. No. What do we have? Okay. this makes it easy. Okay, over on my $100 table, this is a fairly interesting spot, but not really. This guy had just lost the last hand actually to a beat. He has 10 big blinds here, and he's shoving, and he's fairly loose. So ace-8 is actually a pretty easy reshove, I think, right here, considering the stacks. And this is a double chance tournament, and it's still early enough where if I rebuy, I'll have basically the same amount that I have now. So, and you know, enough in relation to the blinds that it'll be okay. So, if that guy overcalled, oh Lord, how is that? Oh God, every single time. Jesus Christ. Okay, but I was gonna say if I lost it like that, or if this guy had called and I lost and I was out, I still have my rebuy. It still gets me enough big blinds that I could do it. Later, this tournament, the rebuy period lasts so long, and it's a turbo that it gets to a point where rebuys become not profitable, because they'll, like, at the very end of the rebuy period, rebuy will only get you 3 big blinds. And the other day I was playing this tournament, and I had accidentally clicked auto rebuy, and which early on is fine as long as you remember to take it off at a certain point. But yeah, I didn't. So. And that was pretty sick with the ace-8 against the ace-7. So here, against all these stacks, we'll be getting it in, especially, obviously, here. It's funny that his raise sizing. Okay. Open 3, from small blind, open 3x on 6x with 10-9-0 ROFL at not open.